gas stoves. You cook with them all the time. Probably never think about the fact that there might be a time when you're going to need to have a safety knob for your gas stove. Hi, this is Robin with SeniorSafetyAdvice.com, and today's topic is gas stove safety knobs. So, like I said, when you're cooking, usually you're not even thinking about the knob itself on the gas stove. You're more concerned about the flame and whether you're going to burn yourself or burn something that you're cooking. But gas stove knobs sometimes need to be replaced with safety knobs so that somebody who has a cognitive decline, like a senior who is getting dementia or Alzheimer's, obviously, kids and grandkids, if they're going to be in the kitchen and maybe would turn on the stove, a safety knob would be a good thing. And also, if you have the type of stove that has the knobs on the front that are kind of at waist level rather than on the top of the stove, having a safety knob can be a really good thing so that you don't reach over to move a pan or get something maybe off of the counter behind the stove, and then you end up tripping that knob just a tiny little bit. You can end up with a small gas leak, so you could, over time, if you didn't realize that, you could end up with carbon monoxide poisoning, or if the stove was on enough that it was a small burn, you would be burning through gas, and again, carbon monoxide poisoning is a possibility. So today we're going to review RangeSafe's safety knobs for the gas stove. They were kind enough to send us a set of knobs, and so we have put them to the test. So stay tuned to see what the results are. The RangeSafe knobs, they have a patented pinch, push, and turn design instead of what your traditional knob is, where you just push the knob in and turn it to start the flame. So the idea of having the pinch in there is the fact that if you have somebody, a child or somebody who has dementia or Alzheimer's, they probably will not think to push the knob handles in and turn it. So it makes it so that they cannot get into the stove very easily anyway. The knobs come in 3 different styles. They have the RangeSafe Original, which has a black finish to it. They have the RangeSafe Classic, which has a brushed stainless steel finish. And then they have the RangeSafe Deluxe, which is their Pro Series knob, and it's about 15% larger in diameter than the other 2 knobs are. RangeSafe says that their knobs will fit about 90% of all of the manufacturer stoves out there. One thing that we should tell you is that they sent them to Esther with Senior Safety Advice. She has a new stove. It's probably about 2 years old, and they did not fit her stove. So she gave them to me. My stove actually is probably about 20 years old, maybe 22 years old. They did not fit mine either. So that's just something to be aware of. You may want to call them or talk to their support people first before you order, just to be sure that they will fit your knobs. I did end up passing them to my friend, and you're going to see her in these videos, and they did fit her stove. If it turns out that you were to order the knobs and get them and then find out that they did not fit your stove, call them, because they may be able to send you an adapter or something that can help you resolve the issue. But if that fails, then they will go ahead and ask you to send the knobs back, and they would fully refund the price. So basically, it's risk-free for you. And lastly, they do have a warranty on the knobs. They will offer you a full replacement for any non-functioning knob for up to 2 years after you purchase it. So as you can see, installation is pretty easy. You just pull the knob off of your stove, the existing knob. There's an adapter that fits onto the knob stem. And then there's a collar that goes on that. And then you can see that there's a line right there at the top of the stove, the knob, the collar, the collar, and then you make sure that you put the knob itself so that they line up. When they're lined up together, then you can't turn the knob at all. If you want to turn on the gas, you squeeze the knob on the sides, and then you can see how easily it turns. So again, with a traditional knob, you have to push it in and then just turn it. It turns very easily, but with the RangeSafe knobs, you can't turn it unless you press from the side and turn the knob. And you may think it's a kind of a no-brainer. Why wouldn't somebody just think to push the sides of the knob and turn it? But people just don't do that. It's not what they're used to. As you can see here, my friend's daughter, who's 4.5, she could not get it to turn no matter how she tried. So it's good for kids, grandkids, and also for seniors who would have a cognitive decline. So I think that it's a great product. I really liked them. I thought they were very stylish. I was disappointed that they didn't fit on my stove because they were really pretty. So I would highly recommend them. The only caveat that I would do or tell you is to just be sure that they do fit your stove first before you order them. The knobs right now at RangeSafe, they run somewhere in the neighborhood of between $25 and $40, just depending on which of the 3 styles you choose. So they're pretty inexpensive. It's a great way to keep your senior loved ones, your grandkids safe. And also yourself, again, if you were to reach across the stove and bump it, the knobs will help keep you from doing that. If safety for yourself and your senior loved ones is a priority, head over to rangesafe.com and check out the product. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and put a link to their website in the description below. Speaking of description, if you have a comment that you would like to leave below the description, please go ahead and do so. Do you have any safety knobs on your gas stove, or do you think you need them? Just let us know. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And please subscribe to our channel. We put out a new video every Friday to help seniors age in place safely. Also hit that notification bell, and that way you'll get an alert as soon as our videos come out. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.